Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Alyssa, and for today's video, we are going to be doing another foundation wear test today. I am so excited because we are going to be testing out the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. Just like my last foundation wear test, which was on the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation, which I will link down below if you haven't checked it out and you would like to. I am aware that that foundation as well as this one are not brand new to the market, but for some reason or another it has taken me a while to get my hands on it, and so now is the time that I am able to check this out. I am really hoping that some of you are still interested and would like to know my opinion on this foundation, so yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm really excited to test this out. I have heard absolutely wonderful things and I have the highest of hopes, but I'm trying to remain calm. But yeah, you guys, let me stop rambling on. If you would like to see my wear test on the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation, then let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so as always, I pulled the foundation up on the Sephora website because that is where I bought it from, so I can give you guys a little bit of a rundown. I'm sure you guys have most of the information on this, but I'm going to give it to you anyways. Okay, so the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation retails for $36. You get 1.6 fluid ounces in the container, or 48 milliliters. It is supposed to have a medium coverage. It is good for all skin types. It has a matte finish, and it literally just says is a comfort matte foundation infused with peach and sweet fig cream, which it does say on the bottle. It says this innovative comfort matte foundation creates a smooth, flawless, comfortable finish that is never cakey or mask-like. Okay. Infused with refreshing peach and sweet fig cream, this oil-controlling formula delivers up to 14 hours of photo-friendly wear. Huh. It is formulated without parabens, sulfates, and... oh god, another word I cannot say. What is with this? I will also put that word on the screen for you guys. And it says, what else you need to know? It's a long-wearing formula, modern way to wear matte foundation, photo-friendly, smooth, flawless, and comfortable with a soft, focused, velvety finish. Sounds interesting. See, the best way for it is how to use. Apply with fingertips or a sponge. Start at the center of the face and work downward and out onto forehead. I will, of course, not be using my fingertips. I do not like to use my fingertips when applying makeup. As always, I will be doing half my face with a sponge of some sort and half my face with a brush. I got the shade Warm Beige, which is a medium color with neutral undertones. I am praying that this is going to be my shade because it is the only one that I have. I am playing a very risky game today, but I'm gonna do it anyways. So now that you've stared at the carton long enough, I'm sure you've seen it like always, but this is the container. It's cute, like in a little squeezy tube. I really like the packaging. It stands up quite well, which is nice. I don't like when things like cannot stand up, but I mean, I'm sure this will probably end up laying flat eventually, but I think the packaging is cute. I really like the ombre from the pink to the white. I think it's adorable. It's different, so it's kind of eye-catching, I suppose. It comes with a gold lid and a pump right here. This was a major drawing point to me as well as far as the packaging. When I first saw it, I was like, oh my god, it's literally going to be like literally a squeezy tube. And no, it has a pump, and that is the most beautiful thing. I have not primed my face or anything because I am a slacker, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to be shocking you guys today. I am not going to be using my Too Faced Primed and Poreless. I know I've used that in every other one in the past and I always rave about it, but I have actually really been enjoying the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas Primer, and today I felt like branching out. So we're going to be using this one today. I'm really excited. I am so glad I've been liking this primer because y'all, that was expensive and I was nervous, so yup. I think this primer is really nice. I love the smell. I love the feel of it. I'm pretty sure I've spoken about this in a previous video where I did like first impressions on a bunch of things. But this primer is really nice. Okay, you guys, so now we're going to just dive right on in, excuse me, to this foundation. Like I said, I am in the shade Warm Beige. Well, I'm hoping I'm in the shade Warm Beige. So that's the shade I'll be using today. I'm going to pump 2 pumps on the back of my hand. And that's that. It's a little watery, not as thick as I would have anticipated. Not a bad thing. It does smell like peaches. I really like that. Okay, so I'm going to start off and I'm going to use the Beauty Blender on this side of my face. I am just going to dot. Oh, I am hoping that I can make this foundation shade work. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Heaven help us. Alright, I'm just going to dot some of these dots over here. And I'm just going to go in with this Morphe sponge. I may not have... I'm going to tuck my earring up here. Y'all don't judge me, okay? I'm just too lazy to take it out. And we're just going to start pouncing this in. Oh my god, I love the smell. Which is funny because I don't have anything else from this collection. I didn't bother to try anything else. And, well, the only thing I did try... Let me not catch myself in a lie. That's where I was going with this. I didn't feel the need to buy anything else to try it, but I did try the spray inside a store once, and I hated the smell. It was so weird. I was like, oh, this is awful. Okay, so I think this color is definitely going to be alright. We probably just got to darken it down the neck a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so... Thank God, I think this color is going to be okay. It definitely matches my body, which is what we needed. This foundation is definitely 110% a medium coverage. It just kind of evened out my skin tone, but like didn't help with covering up like my bumps up here, or like my, I guess I would consider it hyper like pigmentation down here on my jawline. So I'm just going to take a little bit more on the sponge and just like work it into these areas and see how the foundation really builds up, if it can even do that. Okay, so far there's half of my face. I don't think it looks bad. I definitely don't know that you can really build this up to full coverage. It depends on how many layers you want to cake on, but before we run and do that, I'm going to go ahead and do this side of my face, and then we'll see from there how I feel, like if I want to add any more. For my brush, I'm going to be using a Morphe Y6. This is a brand new one, and I am so excited. So I'm just going to do the same thing, dot the rest of the foundation on this side of my face, and add more if I deem necessary, which I probably will. Move this earring out of my way. So I am going to add just a little bit more. I didn't have quite enough for my liking, so I'm literally just adding the tiniest little pump, not even a half a pump, I would say, just to kind of get all up in here because I didn't have enough foundation left over to do so. And while I'm here, I'm just actually going to, I know it like is cutting to the other side of my face, but just to see if the brush will cover that up a little bit. Okay, you guys, so this is it after, I guess, pretty much like one and a little bit of change layers on the areas that I really needed some help at. Up close, I think it looks really nice. As I stated before, thankfully the color is a really nice match. It matches my body really, really well, I think. I don't know. I like how it's like, it is matte, like it definitely feels really nice on the skin. It's a little bit tacky, but I am going to set it in just a minute or two anyways. But it could be part of like the primer, but I don't really prime the outskirts of my face as you guys saw, and it has a nice, I will say, like velvet-like finish, like where it is matte and I'm not like shiny like let's say my CoverGirl Healthy Vitalast foundation, that gives me more of a luminosity kind of all over. And this just gives me like a healthy glow, I guess is a good way to say it. Almost like I'm just like glowing from within, if you will. Now this all may change after I powder, because you guys know that I powder everywhere. But for now, I think the finish actually looks quite nice, and it doesn't feel heavy or cakey on my face right now, which I appreciate. I hate, there's nothing more than like feeling your makeup sit on top of your skin and just feeling really gross. So I really like it, and I do like, oddly enough, I can't believe I'm going to say this, I kind of like that it's not that full coverage. I kind of like that you can see, you know, a couple of my imperfections and my freckles on my nose. I feel like it makes me, I don't know, it helps it look way more natural. Trust me, there are plenty of days where I want my skin to look like completely different skin, but I kind of like this. My skin's been doing really well lately, and so I don't mind more of it showing through. So far, I'm really, really excited. I am going to go ahead and do my concealer with you guys, just so we can see how, it lays and everything, that you guys can actually see it. I'm of course going to be using my Tarte Shape Tape What Else Is New. This is in the shade Light Medium Honey. Okay, so there's that with just the foundation, concealer, and some powder on. I will say that I do like the way that it looks. As I mentioned before, I know it's crazy for me to say, considering this is not a full coverage foundation. And so far, in my opinion, I really don't know that you can even build it up to be a full coverage foundation, because like even though I put more and use the brush, you can still kind of see my spot up here, and just some of kind of like, again, my hyperpigmentation. Like my skin isn't completely an even canvas, and still, as I stated before, I'm really not that mad at it, considering I went into this knowing this was a medium coverage foundation. Now if it had claimed it was full coverage, I would have been like, y'all lying. But because I know that it is supposed to be a medium coverage foundation, I'm not disappointed in the coverage. It's different for me for sure, but I'm definitely not disappointed. I still think it feels really, really nice. Still not drying or cakey or anything like that. Like everything is laying quite beautifully around my nose and around my smile lines on my mouth. Of course, my forehead wrinkle, she doesn't look that bad, but up close, you know, she's gonna do her thing, so I'm just gonna kind of overlook that. But yeah, you guys, I am going to go ahead and go off camera, and wow, I have a zit. I didn't even know that. Distractions. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and go off camera now. I'm going to finish the rest of my face, and then I will come back and give you like my partial final thoughts. As for right now, it's 12:57, so I will show you the time when I come back. And then, of course, I'll finish up way later this evening with a full final review. But yeah, you guys, I'll see you in just a second. Okay, you guys, so I am back, and I have been gone a while. It is 2:44 right now, goodness. And I've been gone so long because I took a break, ate some lunch, dealt with the exterminator that had to come by my house, and I also decided that instead of just getting ready by myself, I actually decided to film this makeup look as well, so you'll be seeing that soon. But yeah, so I have had this foundation on for a while for now, and I still really like it. It feels weightless on my skin. It feels like my skin. I think the color still looks absolutely beautiful. It has not oxidized or done anything funny on me. It is settling a little bit in my smile lines around my mouth. But I have done a lot of talking, and I've actually already taken some of the shots for this makeup look. So I've been smiling and stuff, so like I'm not really blaming the foundation on that. My forehead wrinkle actually looks really, really good right now, honestly enough. I don't know, it's not caking around my nose. My pores are looking beautiful. I feel like my skin just looks natural and healthy, and I know this is gonna sound weird coming from me because you guys know I love full coverage foundations. Like, I rarely wear anything that's not full coverage, and as of right now I just feel so beautiful in this foundation. It could be the fact that, you know, my skin, it looks just kind of like my skin. I do like the fact that it doesn't feel heavy or look cakey. It just almost makes my skin look better. Even from the beginning, while I was just gradually putting on and kind of meandering around the house and stuff, my skin just looks so nice, and it makes me just feel very, very confident in a foundation that's not full coverage. So for now, I have really high hopes. I'm liking how it looks. I will come back to you guys at the end of the day. It will be many hours later for me, but just a second or two for you. And I will close out then with all of my final thoughts and everything after I have worn it for quite a few more hours. So yeah, you guys, hang tight, and I will be right back to give you my full final thoughts on the Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation. Okay, you guys, I am back, and it is hours later. Let's just go ahead and address a couple things. Yes, I'm in a different top. Yes, I long abandoned my false eyelashes. I couldn't tell you when my lipstick came off. And this hair is 100% a mess, but we are going to power through. Oh, let me not forget the lighting situation. We're just gonna push through all this, okay, because I am determined to finish this video for you guys. So it is 11:26 p.m., which means I've had this foundation on just shy of 11 hours. And I have to say, I have thoroughly enjoyed wearing this foundation today. This foundation has continued to feel so light on my skin. I have not felt cakey at all today. I do not feel oily at all. I have not blotted. I don't think I look oily. I think I'm getting a nice, like glow from within look right in here. But nothing where I'm like, oh my god, I need to blot and powder or anything like that. The color has maintained and has not oxidized. I still think this is an absolutely perfect color for me, which again was warm beige. Thank heavens too, because you guys knew that was the only one I bought. I really was taking a gamble with that. I still think all my other products are laying nicely on top of the foundation. Nothing has kind of slipped around or anything. My pores look lovely, and that could be also in part from the Tatcha primer, because that stuff is amazing. I mentioned before my smile lines were a tad defined, and that has not increased since my first check-in, so that is a pleasant surprise. And I think the most, like, astounding thing of this whole thing is my forehead wrinkle. I don't think that it has ever stayed this subdued in any of my other wear tests, and it could be because this foundation is supposed to be more of a medium coverage than the full coverage that I'm used to wearing, and I am pleasantly surprised by this, and that's probably one of my favorite things, honestly, because my forehead wrinkle never does as she's told. So yeah, you guys, I really, really like this foundation. Even though the lighting is not as flattering on me right now, as I mentioned before, I still feel really, really pretty in this. I think my skin looks really, really nice. It looks really healthy. And I love that. I love that it looks healthy and it feels healthy. So I'm excited to continue to try this foundation out. I'm going to try it with a few more primers, a few different brushes, tools, techniques, and by the time you see this, I will have done that. So all of my updated thoughts, opinions, if anything's changed, will be down in the description bar, so you can check there to see if I recommend it with any different primer or anything. But yeah, you guys, Before I go, I do want to say that if you have tried this foundation out, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I'd love to know what you guys think about it, since I know it's not brand new or anything like that. But yeah, thank you for hanging out with me. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye!